Things are hard. Daddy freeze. The first time where I changed dollar, I was like 6 years, 7 years. I proceed dash me $100.
No more.
I go change jam for airport to 10. Dollar was 10 naira to $1.
What?
And 10 naira could do a lot at the time.
10 naira. Omo, I miss my dad, Sha, because every time I'm walking, I'm on stage singing and dancing and playing songs. My dad. See my dad, I know the work. Nepo baby. Nepo baby. Nepo abi. Nepo. Me go. I'll be the poster. Neposter baby.
The police people are suffering by the system that they exist within. My papa wey dey the police force know say the police system self get as e be. Me wey experience my papa for the police force, I know say the system get as e be. Bro, barrack life, when officer die for that same system, there's sometimes they go to throw the property from up because another officer gas move in.
We have bought into the lie of the ruling class that private education is better than public education. Public education in a country that works is where the rich kids and the poor kids meet. Share ideas. That's where national bond is really built. And kids from all classes meet.
Just kids just meet. And
but from all classes. Because definitely we are not all equal in this world, know. And that is where society actually mixes. And you become, many of my friends growing up did not have much, So I could see their lifestyle and this country is different. So it's not everybody that is like us in our house. And
what about the refinery, for instance?
Boys are breeding refinery inside creek. What is this? This is how government will build road, and everybody will say they'll come and be doing election based on that. I built a road. We are building road from Lagos to Calabar. And then the funny thing is that it's not even Africans building this road. Meaning you have not even. Frantz Fanon said, if there is a highway through a community that community did not build, that highway is not there. And it's true. Because that's why all our road for Nigeria, when it spoil, that's why it go just spoil. We guys wait for them to call one person, one Oyibo, then go come back, see Third Mainland Bridge. Until it won't break down. They call Oyibo, come from their country, they'll come block the whole bridge. Because we don't know how to do it. And Nigeria does what? We graduate thousands of engineers every year. So all these thousands and thousands.
Nobody sabi.
No somebody sabi big bridge.
They no sabi.
And they give the certificate. Yeah.
Welcome to the Honest Bunch podcast. Thank you so much for your support. It is because of God and you guys that we are Africa's leading voices. No take and play. Men lie, women lie, the numbers don't lie. You feel check out. No worry. Just check out. I'm not talking too much. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your support. The fact that you keep up and make suggestions. Do it like this, do it like that. We tell you, say this season 7, we are curating great conversations for your viewing and listening pleasure. So at your service. And we have done well. And we get updates all they like share because we'll not be wicked people. And now why they share the update of ON Pay. If you want to send money, 170 countries around the world, no stress, no wahala. You don't need to come they swear, say, I've sent it. Or they'll tell you, say, show me proof. You call it or say, do you know who I am? Just use ON Pay so that there's no stress at all. Swift, fast, and very, very effective.
And for your real estate investment, you need to use Resida. Land banking. If you have 150,000 naira, I don't know what you are using. Don't go and be spending it on one useless girl or boy. Use it and buy land. Yes, I said what I said. Use it and buy land. And do land banking. Your money will be working for you. That boy and girl will now start chasing you by the time you make a lot of money. Yes. Wisdom.
And we have CDK. If you want to buy appliances, phones, cars, anything, you can actually buy it at the normal market price. But the only thing is you pay in installments.
Wow.
So let's say, for example, now your installment payment only takes 4 months. At the midpoint, the second month, when you are done paying the second month's payment, your goods will be brought to you.
at the midpoint, first I can pay small.
Yeah, you can pay small.
And then at the midpoint, they'll give me my
They will
goods.
give you everything
In
you
this
ordered
country?
for. In this country.
Wow. See the care
care.
that you are showing us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go straight to introducing the amazing quartet. And I'll begin with the person when we say their generation, they shake the whole world now. In faraway Nepal. We they feel the tremor for Africa. Small. Gen Z body. Omo to yekpe momsi to gbọ́ràn sí momsi létí. A Gen Z with the fear of God. Beautiful, delectable, drop dead gorgeous. The one and the only. Daitiko!
Hi, Charmies. Upper material, stop. That introduction is doing my body giddy.
Okay. Salam alaikum.
I'm about to salam
Salam alaikum.
I come in peace.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I always say this. What is better than having one Nigerian woman in a space? Two beautiful Nigerian women. This combination is like yam and egg sauce. Ada Zulezu. Ada Central Bank of Nigeria. Ada Pounds and Dollars. Ada Wells Fargo.
Ada Kuwait dinner.
Ada Kuwait dinner. Ada EFCC.
You're calming down now.
Do you have skeletons in your cupboard? Ladies and gentlemen, Edo State Palm Oil.
Let's go.
Usuka Opa.
Let's go.
Abia State Achara.
Let's go.
Anambra State Anyara.
Let's go.
The one and the only woman that can cause traffic on Third Mainland Bridge even during public holiday. Zin mommy. Zin the portion the mama.
You're not coming.
Incoming. First lady. Sorry, you are welcome by the special grace of God. Ladies and gentlemen, I always do this with all pleasure. You know, as a young boy growing up in the Solo area of Lagos, I used to listen to the radio. And there was nothing special. There was nothing different until that voice, came on. And you could tell that the atmosphere will become charged and tense. He brought the character.
Let's go.
He brought the charisma.
Let's go.
He brought the finesse. He made radio sound different. In fact, people used to go abroad and bring people to come and work on our radio here. He said, it will not happen on my watch. And he revolutionized that space. Ladies and gentlemen, a man with so much wisdom. If he were born in the Old Testament, I am very sure that in the courts of King Solomon, he would sit by the right because wisdom choke. The one and only Daddy Free!
Thank you.
Yes.
And husband material.
Yes.
6 foot tall chocolate dripping puppy.
Stop it. It's okay. Let's to God alone be the glory. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing a great disservice if I introduce these people separately. It not go good. So it go good make I introduce them together. And I will take you back and tell you a story. So as a young boy growing up in the Solo area of Lagos,
Again?
there were special days where it would rain and the sun would still be up. And we used to believe, according to what they told us, they go say elephant don't born or lion don't born. Something special must happen. Go and look outside. Is it raining? Is the sun sunning? Don't worry, you will soon see it. Because we get two exceptionally brilliant Nigerians, very passionate young people who have introspected and discovered themselves. When we talk about success, they don't attain them. Leave them, they don't attain them. When we talk about impact in the industry, when they find themselves, they don't to make impact. They don't even come, they go outside because the industry cannot hold them down. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 for 1. The only number 1 in the 2, 3, 4, Alaye Jojo, and the big bird himself. Ladies and gentlemen, double combo. Seun Kuti, big bird, and Olarewaju Ogumeku, aka Vector the Viper. You're welcome.
It's actually Ogumefun, but
Ogumefun, sorry.
Wait. First things first. I mean, this CDK, they say plain.
Yes, sir.
You want
Anything you
buy
want.
Yes.
You replace small.
Private jet.
When they give you midpoint, you go ja.
No worry.
No, big bird.
Chill. No worry. Open
That the
trust.
fish,
You go
except
buy
want
the
to
plane
tell me,
once.
no. I don't want to break my soul because of plane. The only advice you can give me that you want to join me. We combine. Small.
You go take for if you pay
No,
finish. No, say your money long past my own.
that DF, why did you do like this?
Oh yeah, now. So
DF
ladies and
himself?
yes, DF himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go straight into this conversation. And I want to beg you for your own good. When I don't say before I go beg now, but for your own good, if you want to live this episode like a prophet, a preacher, a poet, a new man, a new woman, watch this episode until the end. I will not say much. You are definitely going to learn and your eyes will be opened. There's a whole lot that we are going to, speak on, but I would like to start with something that is currently trending. Now, the Generation Z in Nepal. I just want, because I know say this is something where we say young people matter. You people are young too, but when they're passionate about them. Generation Z in Nepal have taken to the streets and they have advocated for change in their country. Now we see many young Nigerians clamoring for the same. And I want to ask a straightforward question. What are your thoughts?
Really ask. May
I start with you? Big Bed.
Actually, because Vector and I were just discussing, this was the discussion we were having.
They come.
Wow.
Everybody for Nigeria don't they cast a Nigerian youth just pressing phone. Nepal is nothing but NSAS. We've done our own. Even though we didn't burn down the parliament but the same dynamics, of the Gen Z, social media, organizing the protest, and then after their protests, the street people say the area people too with the verse, we say their own verse pass, say they ban social media. Say come outside, say this that's not the verse. Let's show you how to really
Vex.
And now if you look at the social, just like the dynamic in Nigeria, all the Gen Z are on social media saying, please stop burning the country down. We are not supporting this. But that's what happens when there's a divide. When we do things and that's what broke down NSAS as well. Because we said enter social media, say, why are we looting? That now want to invest me. When Nigerians begin to act fresh, say some people they loot. Ooh, they're looting.
No, because it touched them for body.
But for me, but they loot us every day. And many of us are participating in looting. If you are working in a bank, how are they laundering Nigeria's money? How is Nigerian money leaving this country that they freeze if it's not through the banks of this country? How is it? How much can they carry in bag? It's banking now. So why will a banker be amazed at looting? First of all, you'll be like, oh wow, my colleagues. Why should a lecturer, for example, be amazed that people are looting?
Lecturer, okay.
Gbogbo pants and bra tó ti loot àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó ti loot nínú university tó complain lójoojúmọ́. Is it only that, Vector, all the cash for marks and grades, come on.
Yeah, so, of course.
But it's only when the so-called poor, those that we are believing that they shouldn't be a part of society, that you are not made this, why should you have a voice? That they now decide that they are human too. So that's the dynamic in Nepal. It's the same dynamic we had here. And what has happened, the military has now done what's coming. That's why I don't support protest that is not politicized. Leaderless protest. We don't have We are not going to fight in the country for the people. The Nepalese people just removed these military people, maybe like 20 years ago or something. They were under monarchical military authoritarian regime. They just did revolution to remove them. Now they've done revolution to bring them back. That's what happens when you revolt without political
but
platform.
It's good that the both of you even had this conversation earlier. So I'm sure that the train of thought is on. But is this not generalizing? For example, you said why should a lecturer? Why should a banker? I understand that they are in a system, but people can be different.
Let me say something that James Baldwin said that answers all these kind of things when people say it. They asked him, do you think the white people are all racist? And James Baldwin said, I cannot in all honesty say that white people are racist. He didn't say all white. I cannot in all honesty say white people are racist. But what I know for a fact is that the banks he builds do not give me loans. When he builds housing, he excludes me. His educational system does not educate me. His police shoot me. So I'm not saying he's racist. I cannot say that him as a person is a racist. But I will say for a fact that the manifestation of the institutions he creates are racist to me. So I cannot say every banker is a thief, but I know that the banking system is stealing.
What if there are people inside who are trying to effect that change? I want to go to Vector. Baba, I'll still come back to you.
But
I want to go to him because, for example, your dad retired as a senior police officer.
Yes.
And from people who knew him in person, he led a stellar career, worked hard to defend the oppressed, did his job the way it was supposed to be. That is an example of somebody in an institution, in a system, trying to make a difference.
That's why when we critique the system, that's why when we critique the system, we didn't say Officer Ogumefun, we said the police force. If we were to talk about Officer Ogumefun, we say, oh, he was a good man.
Yeah, but that's you didn't make any exclusion. You said
no.
system.
Yes, because that is the system.
Okay,
it's just like...
So this is what is my papa wey dey the police force, no say the police system self get as it be. Me, we experience my papa for the police force, I know say the system get as it be. So your argument is right that there may be individuals that are not to be, say, hastily generalized with the concept that he's saying. However, the system as it is flawed. The police people are suffering by the system that they exist within. So yes, there can be individuals, but the entire system, trust me, if it was good, you would not have the slight anxiety you had when you reach police checkpoints. And but the difference is now, I can understand how that guy be because, bro, Barack life, when officer die, for that same system, there's sometimes they're going to throw the property from up because another officer gas move in.
Hey.
So yes, you can remove people that are within the system that are doing their best, like my dad, and this is because that's the experience I've had. However, the system itself doesn't even regard those people.
It's even like the politics of the country. There are some politicians that are there that are just trying their best.
Like,
I don't know any. But there must be.
There must be.
There must be one guy.
Know any.
There must be one local government chairman. Because I don't really mix in political circles anymore, to be honest.
Why?
There's nothing there for me. I'm playing a different politics from the politics that is ruling our country. I'm doing the kind of politics that will bring our way to power. There's nothing to gain. In fact, I even saw the Isaac Fayose in Abuja last weekend I was there. But I know him from, that's the old school, first generation, Fourth Republic. But I don't know everybody. I can't really, say. But I know maybe there's one guy. But it doesn't mean that because of that one guy, we say Nigeria is now suddenly good.
How
the politics of Nigeria is working.
A drop of clean water cannot purify a drum of dirty water. But a drop of dirty water can contaminate a drum of clean water.
Hey.
So him be just that drop of clean water for drum of dirty water. He'll be lucky. If he tries to remain the clean drop, he'll be isolated. Story of my dad.
But it's interesting.
So, husband, I'd really like to also hear what he feels about the Nepal situation.
Okay.
No, genuinely speaking, I strongly believe that the way forward is not just let's go and fight or take enmity by individuals. If you follow your argument, who am I to? So let's say that the freeze is in the political space. The only thing that he does that affects me is as regards his office, not his person. So how do I say I don't like him?
Don't even know him.
I don't know him enough to say I don't like him. That's why you barely hear me single out, not unless I hear stupid arguments. You barely hear me single out a particular politician. I am now aware that there are bigger cards at play. It's not just about people, Nepal youths shouting and beating the people and burning them alive. Yes, human behavior has been recorded throughout history when frustrated to the max to do those kind of stuff or react in such a way. But that's not the key point. The key point is for everybody. Me, the way I've seen white people deal with white people, black man no go hold weapon. He's at risk with an officer. White man go hold weapon, they beg him to arrest him. So in Yoruba, I'll say, so ole ni but ole wani.
Hey, native but nawatif.
Yes.
So
yeah, a thief, but you be our thief. Come here because normally mending the game for you in our way. So my understanding of how we're going to move forward is not by going to catch people. I know it's stressful enough for it to be that way, but then that's also on to the politicians. It's not me. So I don't have Nigeria alone. It do me enough to think 24/7 over make they regard within Nepal they do. Because once again, once military power don't come in, once money is always at play and media is bought by money, there will always be a higher hand for, say, maybe capitalism. So I know they hold on to those things. In my head, it's like, I'm in Nigeria. How does this work? Because I see my people blessed every day. I feel blessed being a Nigerian every day. So I'm that guy that is that one guy. I miss all those things, I see guys and I'm like, even people, they go wrong. I look someone, there's a root cause. It's human character. It's human behavior. Maybe because I did anthropology in school. I can see that, okay, the fact say even if they do bad, it's learned behavior. So I'm thinking on that level. So pardon me if I'm not really focusing on the outcome of the actions in Nepal or say maybe anywhere else in the world. Nigeria own plenty enough to think.
Yeah.
Now,
facts.
I want to bring you into that, this whole Nepal ideology. You, the ruling class, the economic leadership in the country, and the proletariat, if we do have that, which I believe we have a huge force of, who do you think holds the key to the revolution we need?
The professionals.
Explain.
What is missing in Nigeria is a vibrant professional class, not just the working class now, but the professionals among us that have the high-end jobs, that are interested in the development of the country. So that means interested in their poorer neighbors and brothers and sisters and in general. I was saying to Vector in the car that we have been sold a great lie in this country. In fact, as professionals, especially the nation building ones, those core, they are certain jobs that are the foundations of a country. Teaching, doctors, nurses, engineers, these people are programmed in a way that they think that their talents are individual. And they believe that, and it's not their fault. This is strictly based on our educational system. It's raised us to think, batare do kukuka, to batare tieni. It's true. Because we don't understand that development cannot be detached from national talent.
Yes.
We are programmed to think our talents are for our own personal use only. And it's the lie our leaders want us to believe, so that, because their talent is the position that they hold. So that position can be personalized for their personal interest. So you, doctor, better personalize your own position as a doctor for your personal interest. Because that is how we are supposed to be. So nobody is really, but if these professionals, instead of aligning with the elites, who are our oppressors, I don't even going to be calling them elite anymore. This ruling class, exactly, both private and public, this ruling class that, we align with constantly. If we, for once, align with our people, and be the ones to build the bridge, of enlightenment, and political enlightenment, really, saying that, okay, this is the program. We have been able to achieve this comfort within this oppressive state, not as a form of, I better pass my neighbor. The competition spirit. We have to change that to a cooperative spirit. The competitive spirit in society where they've lied to us, that we are in competition with one another, has to become a cooperative spirit. You understand? So that we are now reaching out to our people to say, listen, the world is this way. This is how we almost develop the world. Our world, which is going to be the world, For example, we have bought into the lie of the ruling class that private education is better than public education.
But given the reality,
The quality.
Yes, but the reality is because there's no pressures or movement towards fixing public education.
Okay.
The ruling class has ruined private education and decided to sell us private education. And we, because we're able to afford it, have told everybody else in the country, man, to hell with you all and your education. We are going to send our children to these best schools.
Personalizing.
So you can
Well,
live
and
in
if you add
ignorance.
to this is probably one of the foundations of the segregation idea, because the child now thinks, so I'm in this school, the children in that other school, they don't reach our level.
Yeah, no, but that was how it started. They
So you
removed
grew
them
up
from
into
school,
thinking we're elite class and they are
separate us in the
irregular.
hospitals, and it's actually in public education that many people met in our generation.
Yes, now.
That they became friends. Public education in a country that works is where the rich kids and the poor kids meet,
Federal
share ideas. That's where national
basically where
bond
kids
is
meet.
really built. And kids from all classes
Yeah,
meet.
just kids just meet. And
But from all classes.
Yeah.
Because definitely we are not all equal in this world, And that is where society actually mixes. And you become, many of my friends growing up did not have much, So I could see their lifestyle and, this country is different. So it's not everybody that is like us in our house and, it's a different kind of understanding and mindset. They're able to separate that, then they take the light away. Knowing that, and tell you, I'm going to buy Jeno. And you that you don't care about the education of anybody. Why would you care about the light of anybody having light? So you buy Jen, and we are all paying all this extra just to survive to these people. In fact, remember this thing that happened in Urushoki?
Yeah.
And the people poured to the streets. So the guy was analyzing and said the government has been trying to frustrate them out of the area. In fact, they put them in band A, this poor area. Why did they put them in band A? Because they're trying to frustrate them. And I said to myself, this guy don't know our ruling class. That frustration was just an added bonus. Their real intention, they knew they were going to demolish those houses. They don't say nothing will happen. How many influencers or journalists are going to come outside and say nobody will say anything. They're going to demolish those houses. They were sure they're going to demolish it, but how do we get as much money from these people before we demolish their house?
Seun, sorry. Let me just quickly bring him in. This elite that
ruling
you're talking
class.
about.
I want to stop saying elite.
Let's separate because there are two. There's the financial elite and then there's the political elite.
Private and business.
Private and business.
Public.
You personally, I'm going to throw you on the spot now, and I know you don't mind. You personally think Nigeria's billionaires are some of the biggest problems Nigeria has. You don't see their growth and their development and their innovation as a contribution towards the welfare of the country, but you actually see them in a different light. Please expatiate.
I don't see innovation, first of all. There's no innovation anywhere. So if they had innovation, maybe that was how they would shut me up. We are doing this. I'll just be like, oh.
What about the refinery, for instance?
Boys are breeding refinery inside creek. What is this? This is how government will build road, and everybody will say they'll come and be doing election based on that. I built a road. We are building road from Lagos to Calabar. And then the funny thing is that it's not even Africans building these roads. Meaning you have not even. Frantz Fanon said, if there is a highway through a community that community did not build, that highway is not there. And it's true. Because that's why all our road for Nigeria, when it spoil, that's why it go just spoil. We guys wait for them to call one person, one Oyibo, then go come back, see Third Mainland Bridge until it won't break down. They call Oyibo, come from their country, they'll come block the whole bridge. Because we don't know how to do it. And Nigeria does what? We graduate thousands of engineers every year. So all these thousands and thousands.
Nobody's happy.
No somebody's happy big bridge.
they're no sabi.
And they say they give them certificates.
Yeah. Urban and regional planning.
Anyway, let's go back to this so-called, these are our billionaires. I don't really support both from the banking to the food sellers, because what they do, I believe, is gatekeep our existence. They are feudalists. They are rent seekers. You know, they are feudalists. When the people that mount roadblocks in your existence, like police checkpoints. So that's all they do. And no society can develop when those that are supposed to run your country exist off your labor, not their own innovation, as you were supposed to. You know, when you say the innovation, I don't see it. So what is their business? Tell me if it falls out of this. People need to eat, they sell the food. People need bank, they own the bank. People need phone, they own the phone. They don't make any of it, they just own it. People need petrol, they sell the petrol. People need house, they own the land. People need, what else do you need? Health, they own the hospital. People need education, they own all the school. Finish. They don't make anything. They don't add any value to the country. They exist to extract from our existence.
Yeah,
and that's why people are complaining more and more in Nigeria. It is the lie that the professionals tell everybody to pretend when things get hard for us. Fuel price go up, food dollar price go up. We start to shout, things are hard. Daddy Freeze, you are older than me, Sha, my guy. Even though we be guys, you know, you my kind of egbon. So I don't say you even know Nigeria longer than I have. But when I had to grow up, the first time where I changed dollar, I was like 6 years, 7 years. I proceed dash me $100.
no more.
I go change jam for airport to 10. Dollar was 10 naira to $1.
What?
And 10 naira could do a lot at the time.
10 naira. Omo, I miss my dad, Sha, because every time I'm walking, I'm on stage singing and dancing and blowing sax. I just, my dad. See my dad, I know the work. Nepo baby. Nepo baby. Nepo abi. Nepo. Me go. I'll be the poster. Nepo star baby. Anyway. Petrol was 25 kobo per liter.
I know.
Daddy Freeze. Tens of millions of Nigerians were in abject poverty that time.
But does that not lend credence to the saying that tabag bunyo nuewe, ta sebe nuekwepa, ento mayo?
But
sorry, let me translate that for...
Exactly.
Yes.
Want to take everybody. Cut your bonu pot here.
Yes.
Everybody. Who fast to chukan. Omo yani wa. Ko je pe yen pe wọ́n ti so de to.
There is restriction to that way. Àárín wa ni.
Ẹ̀yin mẹ́rin ẹ ti plan. Àwọn saje bí 200 million. Ẹ̀yin mẹ́rin bí márùn.
Àwọn tí ò ní yóò máa pọ̀.
My sister she doesn't understand Yoruba. So don't pidgin am. I know say it's sweet for one side.
So I fit speak Igbo for talk for I swear. So I fit speak
na the only way to
local language. Na fit sweet.
Yes.
But I talk for pidgin. Say I say not be the one we say that proverb mean say if they cook pound jam, make it small. The pound jam make it small inside leaf. They cook soup make it small inside calabash. Person will go belleful. Even though we plenty, person will go belleful, go see belleful. I say now that one mean say all of us be brothers and sisters. We get chance to chop. So everybody show your speed. You know that
survival of the fittest.
And your leverage.
Me, my whole plan I be say, when me and my friends won't eat for the I must see they always put big meat and everything for the meeting. I must see always cook once on Sunday. Me, I go just leverage my friends, say, see that meat. See that? They go just go attack all those big meats. You see, me to the belly food, my guy. So that's a story for that day. Anyway, so I come to say, this one, like 4 people don't carry the padejam and soup. I will be like 200 million. Only 4 people don't already carry around. No. Yeah, she go fair, Mona.
And they feel pity or small, they will come give
the
it.
only way when this thing take the accurate, be say, any of us here enter Ministry of Petroleum. Say, give me my license. I want to go and explore petrol. No story. Chaka, like Venezuela. That's why you don't like Venezuela. All these capitalists. Venezuela, you are interested? You want money from oil? Go and find your own oil.
Yeah.
My activator, she had the one Nigeria.
But you see,
my one no creek.
talking about this oil,
Yeah.
And petrol, you mentioned petrol, 25 kobo for a liter. I met it like that. I remember when I was in primary school, me and my sister, my dad used to give us 30 kobo to go to school.
Wow.
And so we'll buy Coke, 20 kobo.
Yes.
And donut, 10 kobo. So we'll share the Coke and share the donuts. That's how we used to go to school. But you see, the government could not maintain the fuel exploration, production, and distribution. So when somebody like Dangote came in to, quote and unquote, bail out the government, I would have said it was a good thing.
The government, first of all, we used to have 3, Abi Vector. We used to have 3 refineries in this country. We used to have 3 refineries. Kaduna and Warri.
Well, that the phrase that he just said. My question is why? Before we talk about
But then,
Dangote,
again, how can the
Government,
government...
why?
This is why I say we as Nigerian people, we need to stop. There's a thing we are doing that is... Now our children, which our children go pay for this thing, what would they do? Because the man that wrote Exterminate All the Brutes is very long vist. I hope I'm saying his Swedish name well. He said, everybody knows what is happening. Everybody knows it's bad. Everybody knows what to do. We just lack the courage or the conviction to do it. So, these narratives that we accept, like, now because of Yahoo boys, they don't respect Nigerians. These narratives we accept about a society that we don't challenge and just permeate and perpetuate. Let it permeate and then we perpetuate it. We know fully well that the only reason nobody respects Nigeria is because of our politicians.
Bam.
Nobody judges a country by the worst of the country. It doesn't happen. Every country in this world is judged by the behavior of the best people in that country. The most prominent people. Is when they see the behavior of our prominent people. When we tell so if
okay.
rich people they behave like this, we won't allow una enter our country. Wait till now una call
See una elite.
if una people wey get billions be like this, you wey no get shishi, how you want be? No.
Yeah,
So
una leaders.
whatever. So when we allow people to say our country cannot open a refinery, that in this Nigeria,
Yeah.
out of all of us, only one man can open. You see, this kind of narrative is part of the reason I don't like them. Because they diminish us with their existence. They make it feel as if we can't do anything for ourselves without them. When it's the truth that they refuse to give us the opportunity or the power to do things for ourselves. Finish. They sit down on all the opportunities, cordon the power, use it to collect all the opportunities, and then claim that it is us that are lazy youths or whatever they say. Kind of thing. So, Konshoro, I'm okay with anybody can bid. It's not the refinery issue gone. He bid his refinery because why is it that the ruling class only allow Nigeria to have Dangote refinery? If only Dangote can build a refinery, then I believe Nigerian government can afford 500. Yes, if one person in Nigeria, one person inside that country, nobody they earn dollar for Nigeria or that they freeze, except few of us where they reach. Among those elites, none of them get products where they bring dollar. Where they want buy dollar, where they say you don't see their product for America before. You don't enter Walmart, may you see their products. Abi any corner store. The only way we feel export na yam. All those are how much dollar do they bring into this country? All these dollar that they use for any of that things, now what they give them? It's the people of Nigeria that still give them the dollar. When you hear government give somebody $20, $20 million, or you went to CBN to take CBN, they print dollar. How does Nigeria make dollar that they give to all of them to do their business and live their life? It's not from our crude oil. It's the crude oil that brings the dollar into this country. So why do we, and the common saying that elites must compete at the top. Ronaldo will not be Ronaldo if he's playing in Enyimba. He can score 500 goals in Enyimba. We'll try.
Even the Saudi when they score, some people see the talk say,
now except if they score for Champions League,
yes.
you the net for World Cup.
Yes.
Now you're now an elite sportsman because elites must compete at the top. Usain Bolt will win a 100 meter because I'm more sorry now. Exactly, you must beat your mate. Where are they competing with Bill Gates? Who is competing with Elon Musk?
Hey.
Where are our competitors? elite for mouths.
Yeah,
What are they dragging with Mark Zuckerberg? What are they dragging
But
with him?
is it not that it's too much to compare them at that level? Maybe you compare them with their mates. You don't go compare maybe Duke Udi with Ronaldo now.
But you won't drive the car where Bill Gates they drive. You get private jet, you won't get private jet. But you are not the same. You don't have the same responsibility. But you want the same lifestyle.
Since the return of democratic rule in 1999, we've seen JJ, we've seen Yadua, we've seen Obasanjo, like the president, and we still struggle for the basic amenities like steady power supply, good education and stuff. Why do you think we're still here at this point?
Well, simply put, I feel like I learned this in school. You can't govern a people by alien laws.
Hey.
I feel like the foundation of what we claim is our reality is not original to us. So there's a reason why Seun had to explain to Daddy Freeze before he made mention of age and history. There's a reason why. It's in the core of who we are. You can't speak in that sense where there's an elder without acknowledging that there is an elder. Now, those things do matter in our everyday lives because guess what? No matter how westernized we may have become, it's still existent. So the laws and the rules that have been governing people, if we're being honest, if it's the same idea of colonialism that we're continuing, how does that help anything? It's back to what we're talking about as well. Because we lack the self-value to be able to appoint ourselves and have our own maybe solid thinkers do what they call like maybe a Declaration of Independence type of document. We have people that can do that, but we're being governed and trained by alien laws. So for you to pass through primary school is by what white man has said is you must pass. Whereas before you do mathematics, you don't do mathematics because it takes mathematics for a child to learn to balance and walk. So we have all those things in our culture and our tradition originally, but so it's similar, but one is alien. And that alien one is usually over time, the one that came, observed, defined, and then introduced that his own definition to you. So they come, see your reality, destroy that one, go for a long time and come back and say, how about this new way, which is usually your initial way. So if we've not had leaders, it's because the metrics that they've been choosing leaders by, for example, has been as regards waiting Oyibo, maybe it's a leader be. But in the real traditional or cultural sense, if we go by that, a lot of leaders in Nigeria will not smell the throne.
A lot.
A lot of them.
I love the fact that you're bringing in colonialism, and I want to throw the question about neocolonialism and its embellishment. What would you say the greatest force is? Is it imported ideologies like democracy that is not an African ideology? Or would you say the importation of everything, including the Nigerian God that was imported? With religion, can we say colonialism is further embellished?
So in the sense of embellishment, you mean that it's constant?
It's
right?
constant.
It's continuous.
It's continuous.
It's both of them. It's both. You have people who have come and said this is the way that it should be done. But democracy is not a colonial concept. In our ancestry, there's been democratic process. So Obawa Ijoyewa, there's always been the division of labor and power. There have always been heads of clans and heads of clans. So the idea of democracy as in a governance of people, by the people, that is for the people, that also
As
of
defined
the
by
people,
Abraham Lincoln,
is a natural thing. For example, with the process of Oba and Ijoye.
Yes.
It is by the rules of the land and the people's understanding that you pick a leader. So that one is there. But because when they come in, what I sense is they kill your gatekeepers, replace them with the ones that they've put in position so that they can then start to readapt your reality to fit into the initial man that came and showed you the way. So I hear that there's been a sign of a cross in Badagry before the missionaries came, and it was, I think, referenced as the Adihe, but it was upside down. So when I was learning that, I was like, what makes sense as a symbol of protection? The one that looks like a sword or the one that looks like a nail? Of course, the upside down one, but that's another story for another time. So they've come in and they've killed all those gatekeepers that can take you back to the original sense of you, the sense of pride, the Ishedaye, the one that you were created by the creator for, the creator that existed before paper was made. Which is where most of the religious books are on to, right? There's the essence of that one. So you can't tell me that before existence of paper, there was no God. So we have those lineage links that can only be, and thank God for Africanism is brilliant. It cannot be written in paper, it must be lived. So if you are not living it, you can't know it. That is why, so they've now put their own guys there to make you look like, okay, Ajay is this, Osho is this, Eshu is this. Whereas Eshu and Olodumare in the concept, in context, is basically the yin and the yang in man. All of us get Eshu, all of us get light. Now when you verse 9, they go say, Majek Eshu Shele. But they've disconnected us from that by propagating theater, literature, force, brute force, to make you believe that those things are, oh my God, evil. Whereas, what is more evil than the man that is killing you for the color of your skin? So it's because both ways, they've laid a principle that is still the manuscript that is running till date. And I guess that's why a lot of people are waking up and asking questions now, because you can't tell me. So I come from a generation of people that believe, say, as Africa, we believe in nature as evidence of God's doing. So we worship the trees that they cut down, that they made books from. Hence, Araba, there's a reason why they call you Araba, in the sense of connecting your everyday living life with God's purpose as nature. So all these things are what I sense that they've come in to obstruct. That's why our people feel lost. What we've been suffering from leadership to current leadership is a loss of sense of identity. What are you fighting for? Political arguments or your people? If your people, do you even know who they are? Do you know the ancestral meaning of who they are? So if that may answer your question, is both of them.
Yeah, I want Seun to just talk about the same thing too.
The point of what you are saying, actually, I think, let's say this is the last time I was on this show. When you tell people these things, it's always also good to show them how it manifests in society. Because sometimes that's how they say, we are crazy. It's true. The disconnect that shows that we are still under neocolonialism and we are out of our way. It shows in the way that none of the things we learn in this so-called education, as you said, connects to us in a way that it solves our problems. So we can't use education. I swear, if Nigeria was really educating us with education, there should be, everybody go laugh for, there should be a subject like checkpoint. Just from primary to secondary school, just teaching young people how to relate with police at checkpoints. If our education was about our society, that's another point. But now, let me even say the one that's like real. Because now that one I'm just saying, like, this is being philosophical. Part of my thinking, like, why do we walk during the day in Nigeria? Are we Europeans? I understand why Europeans walk during the day. It's cold. In Africa, it's hot. We should walk in the evening like our ancestors, or early morning.
Yeah.
Before they need to go to the farm very early, before sun come up. From 4 to like 7, 8, they don't finish for farm. Or they go back in the evening when sun don't come out. But now, everybody will just come under hot sun. Hey, the vest, they squeeze. Anyway, that's just me. But our universities have graduated more doctors and nurses today, which has led to us having more hospitals today in Nigeria than we did in 1970. We have our elder here. He can tell us for a fact that the healthcare in Nigeria today is worse than it was in the 70s.
Wow.
Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt.
We have graduated more professors and lecturers and teachers and We have built more schools and more universities than we have in Nigeria in 1970. Education is worse.
Healthcare system.
We have more churches, spirituality is worse.
Exactly.
More banks, more poverty.
Why the retrogression?
Because there's no connect with the education and the situation.
You are catching up. You're not
We still
creating,
think
no innovation.
When the answer doesn't match, when your answer doesn't match your truth, then the society is disjointed. Our children have to continually answer Mungo Park, Discover River Niger. Who discovered River Niger? Mungo Park. Which is not their truth. It's not the truth. But for them to pass exam in their life and move up,
We talked about this.
they have to keep saying Mungo Park. They have to keep accepting that all their ancestors were too stupid to see a river in their front. And they were just bathing inside, washing clothes inside,
Pooing inside.
pissing, shitting, playing love inside. Imagine ancient African fucking in the river. When men were men.
You know, you mentioned poverty while you were speaking. And that made me want to ask you both this. The Minister for Finance said that approximately 5% of the people in this country have over 500,000 in that. That means the rest of the 95% don't have.
So that means out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us here, only 2 of
2
you
or 1.5
have over 500,000. That's the freeze and vector.
have over 500,000
More guarantee.
in a country. So in a country where there's oil, there's farmland, there's land to cultivate.
In a country where there are as much big boys as they are in this Lagos.
So
This statistic is not statistic, you know.
So I'd like both of you to speak to this issue. Maybe it's only in
No,
Lagos that we have this.
no, it's true, but it's poverty. You know, people think Africa in general has been pushed to its extremes, to the coast, because now there you from they do business. So the whole of Africa is looking outside. You know, we don't look inside. They don't want you to think too much about Niger Delta and Oshun and Zamfara and Yobe and Yolan, Benue, where all the money of Nigeria is gone, where they are going to extract all the money. So they put all of us in these coastal cities, you know. But you know, the majority of Africans are living in the interior.
And these are the ones.
And the poverty there. If you dash person in 2,000 for some kind of village, if you open filling station, no. At the year they talk for year, say if person get 150,000, maybe go invest for land. When they talk for my say, oh, if I see 150,000 now, I did like this. I first open like 4 filling stations.
Lapo baby.
If I can't take the remaining money, do this investment when they talk. So
That filling station.
my country filling station be Mary.
If you've been to Ibadan recently, there are more filling stations than houses.
Kilo so my filling station be Mary. Anyway, so there poverty in Africa, in Nigeria, you know, is huge. I mean, how many people? Listen, recently I had the epiphany. Where I think when our parents they pray, say, "Kolombo alashiri." I used to think, this my mom is always doing something. Then I go cash you, I go tell fella, "Boy alashiri." I can't realize that ashiri na there too. Or actually means secret. When everybody say, but without that prayer, say, may God forgive our secret. Everybody's secret na the gbese. If everybody they call in your gbese now, you go see the way big boys go reduce for Lagos. You don't know how many big boys are rolling. Rolling based on glory.
Now so you don't like basic prayer.
Make God just they continue to cover everybody's secrets. So you know there's poverty in the land, and it's because there's the opportunities are not there. They've not opened up this country. This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't respect these guys. You know, billions of dollars is not. People don't understand what billion is at the freeze. You know, they think 1 billion. You know, because they just throw the money. Billion. The human brain has still not conceptualized what billion. Our brain is not built for such numbers. 1 million seconds. I don't know if you've heard this statistic before. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 million seconds is 11 days. Do you know how long 1 billion seconds are?
1 million seconds, 11 days.
38.5 years.
1 billion seconds.
That's the difference between million and billion. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 38 years. That's the difference between 1 billion and 1 million. Somebody is telling you that this is your country. From your petrol and your land, they've extracted, I have 20 billion. I have 15 billion. I have 9 billion. And we are not going to swim in the Olympics. We are not playing badminton. We are not playing this. Our league, okay, football that everybody likes. Do you know how much football is? How many Sakas are in Nigeria as we speak? Do you know if they invest just $1 billion in Nigerian professional league, just initial investment of $1 billion?
You go feel them.
Say 5 of them just gather, so you have 250M. All these Dubai trips, all these BBA town somewhere. We understand. How many hours for all the guests for us for Island 9 don't be has finished? Are they on a program to first of all house all the women in Nigeria? Is there a public housing program?
Are you suggesting in any way that BBL and house ownership are correlated in some form of way?
If for this Nigeria, Sha, I never see any woman we get house. We no get BBL. For my generation, no.
Oh,
Big
your
blocks.
generation. Okay, cool.
My own generation of women where they see 80% of the homeowners are BBL up.
Bandits.
So I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying there's something special in Nigeria about BBL and success. I don't know.
So, but what do you think?
Especially real estate.
Wait, what do I think
about the situation of the poverty?
Bro, it's simple. They're the people that are coming into power. Let them just, like you said, open it up. I'm not sure because sometimes things go happen for Nigeria. You can't think whether they hallucinate. Because I think I saw people even create respirators.
Yes.
I saw Nigerians invent
during
COVID. But I may be, just in case now, fake news. Nigerian government, they beg Elon Musk for respirators there for Twitter now.
Yeah, somebody tweeted now.
But
This guy.
this is what they hard work. They don't want to work.
No, wait,
That's
first now. As she asked me, I want to say, what do you have to say in such a reality? We have guys that are gifted enough to, I think somebody even built a respirator that doesn't even use battery in the north. But the government of that country on that same platform where we saw Nigerians invent stuff sends out a tweet to Elon Musk about respirators.
Bashir Ahmad. That guy needs that.
It's clear that the whole concept of poverty is targeted. I feel like it's intentional. Because think about it. Person way road no good. In my mechanic, there will be close friends. So which time anyone gets to think about unity of purpose? When everything is not working, hospitals are crazy, schools are crazy, the road is crazy, your life is crazy. You cannot have time to even think about what you can even do, because for you to even innovate, you can't, because first off, the systems that allow innovations barely exist, right? Then you're going to look somebody where they do your own, and usually it's the quick fix too. So you have to go and do that. So it's just a little, and how many people get mind to go sustain the quick fix? So I'm not saying it from any other perspective other than this must be intentional. Because look at Nigerians and how talented we are as a people naturally. If you are distracted from that source, you definitely cannot become. And look at how, even with all this struggle, look at how much we've become. So in my head, it's like there has to be personal intention to make sure that these people
are poor.
And I won't even say poor, because in my head, I can't think about Nigeria and think of poverty. That's the most annoying part. If I look at what we have and what we are, I don't see the sense of Nigerians being poor. I see impoverishment. I see embezzlement. I see that. But say, I did. Do you know who we are?
We lack elders. They are not playing their role.
Yeah, they're not letting you know exactly.
They're not playing their role.
When I was in the UK, it was hard for me to understand guys when they get paper where they come, they watch police, and the police, my partner officer now, the rugged officer for Lagos, how go they dread you for UK now? How are you? Are you good? Okay, awesome. Like, so it's intentional. With all the brain power and the skill sets that you've seen here over time, you've seen it in your kids. And you know, say, in a Nigerian sense with this one. There's intelligence, but there's application of intelligence as well. So
Elephant in the room. Capitalism.
Boom. Because these people must not break out of these chains. That's how I see it. I can't think about economic arguments anymore. I can't think about historical references anymore because all the things they do for past don't even go. But presently, it's still a sub. So there must be there's a pattern that has repeated itself since I've been born. So I'd be stupid to not see that pattern and start to analyze the people and their capabilities. There is a pattern. And everybody needs to see that. This is where all of us may actually agree. Because there is a pattern. It feels as though there's an intention to kill or becloud the Nigerian energy. I'm talking about our people.
No, yeah, because that's the only way they can claim all the things for themselves. Is every other person that doesn't have, that's what is theirs. When minister is there, school is not building. It's not the school is supposed to, build for millions of people. They'll package the money, send their own picking, go.
They'll come to use law, catch people, maybe say frustration, don't let them define alternatives. But that's what a human being will do. Survival instinct is a thing. It genuinely is a thing, but we don't want to apply human reason to our humanity. You know, they're just and all these guys it's too constant.
No, the investment in the people is not
ignorance.
There. It's just not there.
It's not there. It's intentionally not there.
It's not there.
So you both have said you can no longer look at the perspective, the economical or historical. Maybe we should look at it from the spiritual. And that's why I would ask this question.
Ask me.
Let's talk about success and hard work. The both of you became an item post-COVID. You used to do Instagram Live.
Yeah.
There was one that caught the attention of so many Nigerians where you were talking about hard work. I no go forget, from the 5th minute mark, you gave the example of somebody pushing Omolanke. That's where you remember, we go push Omolanke, they sweat. The physical energy that person exerts in that, if you go translate them to success, it's supposed to be person, now you supposed the ball.
Yeah.
But we go hear some people. Somebody recently said, if you are grappling with poverty, maybe you need to change your cycle.
Now why did they jackpot?
Others will say it is divine. Because
Grace.
you go here, billionaire, they say it's God.
Grace.
No, that one is Nigerian money. Anybody will say it's God is Nigerian money.
Anybody will say it's God.
People they just say it's God. Money, wealth is from God. Once you hear that thing, just as that person is plugged directly into Nigerian
It
money.
shall not be grace. God can bless
Tell
anybody
you,
now.
that's Nigerian money is that's it.
It's
Nigerian money,
level
Grace.
bro.
grace, you know, so.
Nigerian
The
level.
Nigerian understanding of grace now you just define so.
Absolutely.
You don't chop oil money before. You never chop oil money before. Oh my God.
So this hard work now, what is responsible or what determines success in Nigeria today? More talk the things where they affect us. Is it hard work? Is it smart work? Is it the government?
Spiritual work.
Is it divine grace in the Nigerian context?
You asked me a question. Say, what defines success?
Yes, what did they bring success?
Okay, so
What brings it?
Yes,
So,
in Nigeria, what
success
determines
is accomplishment.
one success?
Accomplishment brings success. So when I'm in the studio, if I write music, once I finish the music, I'm successful in that process. First, like I get this idea. I can look and say, so for example, there's a record on the next album. Now, let's talk about Big Bird and the Viper. It was higher consciousness.
Yeah.
Right? As Seun sent me the record and I'm like, okay, this song is about higher consciousness, but then we're rapping. So I'm thinking in my head, so how do I approach this? This is just like the preliminary side of creativity. And by the end of the verse, I was like, yeah, success. Because it goes hardcore, original, read up on Orumila, in the darkest times, man, design is still Lumina. The system couldn't turn me to a zombie. I was through with them, but I wasn't done with the self, going through within. I was like, yeah, okay, you successfully prosed your thoughts on wax. Number one. For me, that is the ultimate one. Now, waiting you go here, we now go the rate later, whether on radio, whether on TV, whether on blogs, it is the first completed success of it. And I guess that's what keeps you going on the journey of success. Because it's the first step successful, then the second step successful. So second step, let's release it. We get a date, it goes out, another success. Right? And then when it goes out into the world, your plans to promote, your plans to push it. Again, Yoruba say, "Ma wa agwala go shishe," another man's watch won't tell your time. So, me, we think about the idea for the music with Seun. It's left to me also to find successful ways of, expressing how I want to showcase the music. But because most people, they look how another person they do them. In they forget that period when they focus on how another person they do them, in they buy more time from himself to think about how him feed do them. Yes, and that person is doing awesomely well. Applause. But the moment you're trying to understand that, what about that person, Grace? But you know, feel now, because like I believe spirituality is a personal thing. So whilst you're supposed to sit down, they rack your own brain where God give you to do all those things and become more successful, you're evaluating your journey by another person's accomplishments. Right? So for me, success in all this one step at a time. First, do the music. Harmonies are correct. Now, let's successfully mix the music because I want the person listening to feel the energy that I want the music to carry. That now ripple effects into what people hold on to. So on my own playlist, I can tell when people are going through a tough time because certain records come up on streams. So like the record with Mercy. Yeah, Mercy pops up every time with Chey vibes. You gonna say how they don't they think.
Yes.
See, and that's what music should really be. It should be spread across. It be say you're happy. But when you feel some certain type of way, maybe, whatever is going on, you should find music to fit that purpose. Now, how do you say that's not successful? Because that's also not the charts.
Wow.
I released Early Momo and I got a message from a psychiatric home that said he helped somebody that was depressed. Many people, they take a knack. They can form love. They can do deep moments, right?
Inspired.
Yes, maybe they tell me very well now. But I get an email that says somebody that they've been trying to get out of depression, he just went, yippee, yo, yippee, and he smiled. They were like, wait, well, you can smile. That's a moment. That's a successful moment in someone else's life that I didn't even intend to. Wow. So success get different definitions.
You know what's interesting for this thing where you don't explain now? I don't know if I would say whether it comes with age or a certain level of consciousness. And this is why I would say this. To some people, this question now about selling out arenas, riding in private jets, wearing designers, and being number one on the charts. But the way you explained this, it was just essentially curating an idea, bringing it to life, and letting people enjoy and feel it that way. And Big Bird, I want to ask you, why do you think we have a society where everybody, all man gets your own definition, no? Because you get some people who go, this thing and does say,
success without one.
Now your own success, I know be my own success. My own
success not locate me.
This success not locate me. Yeah, make her the pop. Make her the
rosé. Now you know everything it costs you.
Me, I just, success. What is success without freedom? How can you really be successful if you're not free? Is there a way to be that? I don't understand, So, and people's dream of success in Nigeria is actually heavily tied to their ideas of liberation. What they think of their life if they are free. Most people see money as success because they see it as the way out of everything that holds them back. That's just it.
To tie with you, a Nigerian woman says, my boyfriend is very nice. He gives her money.
That's it.
One guy came to me one day and said, show me love. I wanted to hug him. He said, no.
Why are you
show me love. You go show her love like this.
Because it's all about value system. We live and that for me is artificial. because it's tied to the scarcity that is created in our society. This manufactured scarcity that we all have to live under. The constant fear of falling off. Yeah, man, it's a constant fear. The higher you go, the more afraid you become because falling off now is just such a long way down. Me, the way I did like this now. No, I said the thing I can't.
Bruh.
I want to take rush boss. To learn that skill again, bro. Wait, to learn that skill again.
Being 6'4" my spine, bro.
But don't you think that is it's relative. There are many factors to this thing, and I think we were saying it earlier. I can't remember. Okay, it was myself and you and Gift. There are many factors, right? Won't it be pressuring yourself so much and then refusing to accept that life happens?
Yeah, no, I'm. Let me get to the end of what I'm even trying to say. Many people get these things that we think is the manifestation of success, and then they are unhappy. So then they now feel sad. So is there success without happiness? So I'm just trying to establish certain points before I make my point. So there has to be your success must make you free.
Make you happy?
Must make you happy. Because without these things, you can't really say you are successful.
Make you sleep well at night.
So it's all about
a successful man must sleep well.
Yeah.
So
you must be healthy, right? And so I know these things are kind of out of your health. The health one is a bit out of your hands. So let's not add it. So let's just use this to being happy, being free. Then there's a value system, right, that encourages you that the sign of being successful as Africans, the only way for us to manifest success is to accumulate as much European things as possible.
Begging bags.
But you're guilty too.
I also have MOP.
Well, yeah.
Yes. I spend more on my MOP, more of my time and more of my resources goes to that than buying anything from Europeans. That's just a fact. Maybe I sell plane tickets for my band because I have to tour. But the one I collect back from them and bring here is more than that. So I win for that side too. Anyway, if that is the definition of success that we are giving as Africans, then are we successful if our success is not developing us as a nation? Because if we continue being successful like that, then we are never going to develop. So freedom, if we're going to define it, we must see it as not just the ability to do what we like. No, freedom is also the ability to do those things that are hard, to make the tough choices. If you have to go out every night, then are you really, if that's your definition of freedom, I go out when I like, I drink. If you have to go out every time, doesn't that mean you are a slave to the club? Are you free from clubbing?
Really free?
Can you free yourself from that life? Or are you enslaved to that life? So freedom, success, I think all these things are so far-ranging that it's a lifetime of reassessing your position as a human being. I think that for me is, those of us that are really successful are those of us free enough to be able to reassess and continually assess our positions and take the necessary step to be better people. Like, can you sleep well at night, as you said? Are you happy? Are you free to take the tough decisions in your life? And then the ultimate sign of success, I believe, is that when you die, all your homies and people close to you miss your ass. Like, oh, that was a good guy. We miss him.
Since we're already here, I just wanted you to also speak to what I said earlier, even though it's what do you have to say about pressuring ourselves, like I said before? Because some people attain the heights that they attain in their career, in their businesses. I mean, and they're scared to or even stay on a particular cruise or whatever. They are scared because as you're making music, you're thinking, I'm the hottest thing right now. And
please, are you a musician?
No, I'm
An
not.
actor.
Do you know the thinking?
Maybe she has spoken to a musician.
But I have musicians around me,
Yeah.
They're
and
thinking
some
that
of
you're
them,
just
maybe
right now.
some of them are doing it like there was a time that they were popping well, and all of a sudden, other people now start to pop and over pop them. And it feels like, oh, they are not seeing me anymore. They are seeing these
They know
people
they
now.
hot again.
You know, and they can't handle it. It's not like they don't have audience listening to their music at the time, but they feel like, oh, they are not seeing me anymore.
At Beboron, they do them.
Yeah, and that's something.
But it's a thing, and it happens
people need
most of the
therapy.
time. And
People need
People need
therapy.
the thing that
Listen,
happens.
people need therapy. I'm not even joking. People need fucking. Pardon my French. It's YouTube now. People need fucking therapy. I say fucking on YouTube. People need fucking therapy. That's just it. Like I cannot explain to you. This is why African spirituality is also awesome. In helping you embracing who you are and yourself. Understanding your destiny, even and seeing how your life aligns with that destiny. That's the great. We're all here to make history. And in your own way, finding that which makes you special really takes introspection, not looking at what everybody else
Hence Beboron.
is doing, So people, if you are constantly, as I said, society fosters that competitive spirit. That's what capitalism is all about. Survival of the fittest. Yeah, it's the best of the best. Number one.
See, Seun, let me even add to this with what you're saying. I told you earlier that the way our ancestry was and the things that we've learned from our culture, for example, I've always heard since I was a child, Ma wago ala go shishe.
meaning,
Another man's watch
watch
won't tell
tell
your
you time.
time. See, now in watch, what if in set I'm 5 minutes faster than regular time? You go follow and rush. What if in set I'm 5 minutes slower? You go follow and relax. If you look, like you said, go deep inside, know yourself, you would know that it's your journey alone. What are you looking outside for? What's that Hennessy line again? The brand will give you a deal if they need you enough. The brand will give you the deal if they need you enough. It's not about how, no, if the brand needs you, they'll come for you. So maybe the point here is for the artists that maybe are listening right now.
not even music, maybe in every sphere
Any
of
human
life.
being, just first of all, if you love what you're doing, the success there is sweet. So, for example, I love making music.
And wait, for those that don't have anything to do,
Find it.
become a revolutionary.
No, first find it too. Before,
Just don't worry.
after revolution, you got to
Commit yourself to changing your country. Commit
talk
yourself.
about this
No,
changing
Commit
yeah.
yourself to changing your country.
Okay, she has a question.
Yes.
After her, I want to talk about this changing your country.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Please.
Okay, so most Nigerian youth, right? To them, success is jatmaing, right? And living this whole
I'll tell you a funny story about Jack.
this whole, is it kako? That's what I call it. This whole
This
wahala
setting.
behind, right? So what do you have to say about Nigerian youth that their main goal is to live?
To go outside.
Yeah,
and be
no,
successful.
because people follow their resources. That's just a thing that happens. That's always happened from time immemorial. The Jackpot syndrome is due to the fact that the resources of this country is used to develop other places. And people need those opportunities that are taken away from here in form of resources. You don't call it resources. Don't you hear the name of what they call it? Resource. That's where you go. The source that replenishes itself to source you again and again. The resource.
restock.
You understand? And for some reason, how many of us are involved in any of the things that are the resources of our country? We're all locked out. We all have to use our personal resource, which is our labor, our intelligence, to continue to make it. And then when we now make it, some people now sit down and now take it again. Say, give me money for fuel, give me money for that, give me money, give me money for that. Anyway, so I think jackpotting is people trying to be the best that they can be for themselves. I don't really have, what can one say? With people trying to make the economic best for themselves. But my own is that I can always advise them that, that is a intelligent economic position to take. but it is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. Our best minds must work for our best interest.
Absolutely.
We must develop the consciousness in this country where we see ourselves first and foremost as servants of our country that want to deliver for this country. We want to make things work here. Is a mindset that can only be fostered by the elders. That's why I always continually advocate for the changing of these elders. This old guard has to go. This ruling class. We need people that will inspire young people, invest in them. Because one of the things that make people jackpot from this country is because they feel worthless.
Hey.
Nothing is done in this country because they feel like we are worthy of it. So you understand, when you go to Europe and America, those things that we enjoy there, they don't make money for anybody. The educational system, the public schools in America don't make money. It's always in law. If you hear the conservatives, that's what they're always shouting. In London, NHS, it's costing money, it's losing money. It's not the profit incentive that drives those kind of institutions. When they equip their police and invest in the police and train their soldiers and invent gun, and it is because they want their people to feel worthy. That just because you are alive, we believe that you are worthy of education. You are worthy of a good house, of a job.
It makes us look
to
good.
give you dignity. You know, once you have that dignity, you know, of life in life, then you feel immediate now. Now maybe this. That's how you approach. So it is that relationship with your country that invests you in your country, because you want your children to go to those good schools. You want, because they would now become those good doctors that will work in these great hospitals that you are building in your country. So because that is not available for people here. Instead, our ruling class work with foreigners to pack everything outside. So people want to go there to and experience
real life.
That life, that's okay, fine. Let me go and do let me see what my resources is doing. You know, I said to a friend of mine when I'm in Switzerland, one time one police say, where are the outside direction? He say, open your Google map. I say, I'm asking you, I'm an African. I own this fucking place, motherfucker. Switzerland.
Yes,
but if you go Switzerland, please don't take shit from nobody.
We own it.
As an African, work with confidence. That's just me in Switzerland.
I
even Belgium,
imagine.
What I really want to say about Belgium, if I go there now, I go turn war, because it's just very political. Maybe I should just leave it and focus on where we're coming from, because everybody despises the German leader because of what he did, but nobody really talks about Leopold and what he did in Congo to Africans. There are statues of King Leopold, but you dare not have a statue of that German leader.
You know what call his name?
Of Hitler?
I don't want me to begin to look my side.
Adolf.
You understand what I'm saying? And now that brings us to the leadership of this country. There is no forging ahead through any other means except democratic elections.
Yep, I believe that.
And in 2027, you know who the candidates are.
We don't know
we
yet.
Have
we don't know yet.
We can speculate.
Yeah, we can speculate.
We can look through an opaque lens and see the blurry images of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan, and Peter Obi,
Omoyele
Sowore. Who would you vote for?
Rabiu might come back.
Kwankwaso. Who will you rally support for, and who will you vote for in the best interest of the country?
If the MOP does not have its own presidential candidate for 2027 election, I've always been clear that I would support Sowore. I keep telling everybody, like, if you will judge by the reality on ground, not by the brown envelopes on ground. If we judge by the reality, there's nothing. They've done nothing. It is zero. The score is zero. So we need somebody from the outside. And also, they are all bare capitalists. Capitalists cannot bring any kind of... See, listen, 66 years. How many years now will they go under these people?
65.
We are 65 now. We are going on
October
66.
1st. No, October 1st.
This is 65 years now, so we are going on 66. By next year, we are going to be 66. They can't solve one problem. They cannot even create phone line for you to call police. When I yap them for my life, the next day, Nigerian police release phone line. Each state, different line. So imagine if I travel now, I don't store police, Lagos police. I will store all the state. But I store the state police line for your phone. Because when you don't go there for Edo State, maybe they call Lagos police.
That's even self for money.
No investment whatsoever in services to the people. There's no point in our lives where our government touch us except with brutality. When police slap you, or stop you for checkpoints, or arrest you, or you want to renew passport, it's just a time of exchange, forceful. There's no time that we are sick and we can just fall in our hand of our elite. Oh, I'm sick, take care of me. Say, oh, my child. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You want to take loan from bank? What? They don't do anything. So that's why I don't believe in them. Mm-hmm. And if you say Peter Obi, he has been part of this. It's not that he has been. He's an entrenched. There was a time he even said he was saying I was the biggest importer.
What's the problem with that?
There's nobody that wants to develop Nigeria that can brag about that. I'm sorry to say. He will be, in fact, he will be hiding it. It will be one of the things he doesn't want people to know about him.
But he's somebody who advocates for going from consumption to production.
He just like Dr. Umar, that American thief of Pan-Africanism. He always advocates marrying black wife. Where is his black wife? Where is his black wife?
So are you trying to call him a culture vulture?
He's not a culture because he's black. He's the thief of Pan-Africanism. He's a con artist. I always say that one. He's a con man.
Dr. Umar.
But they don't cash out. I've been saying it for years. Everybody say I'm a hater.
Are you serious?
They don't cash. It's a serious problem.
Now, ancestors have said, this is now. We are done with you.
I even came across this video last week.
The guy na fraud. He just happy how to talk, but na fraud. Very big fraud.
Once you look at a fraud, now just look at the substance of the story. Because certain things feel good. I want to believe it. Like even this Nepal shit. Watching this, you want to, the way these people behave, you want to burn them, you want to break everything down. It feels good to think that that's the way. But if you think about it in retrospect and you really analyze the situation, you find out that is just emotional. The real solution is in the political balance. Yeah. And people are not ready for that. Military don't come back.
Let's talk about solutions now. Then after we'll talk about the project. And I would want, Vector to speak on this. Now, you grew up in the barracks, had interactions. I've also seen you actively advocate for our law enforcement personnel. There was a time you went to Borno. Yeah. You see waiting these guys they go through. Yeah. Not be just say, maybe some now your guys then share. You actively see waiting, then they deal with. And these guys also, and Big Ben said something about sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice that anybody can offer is to put yourself in a situation where you can die for your country that to a considerable degree does not even give you a fighting chance. Because nobody say, you be man, I be man. Nobody say, we no fit fight. But you hold something when I no hold. And now me, they protect people to fit bring you down. But the chances of that happening, they slow because my this thing my RPG go lock. So from all that you have seen, starting from the barracks, let's talk about solutions. Make it not be like saying the only problem with the talk, with no solutions, no day. How do we find solutions to the problems that our law enforcement personnel are faced with? Let's use the police as a case study now.
Okay. You can't say this is the one solution.
Okay.
However, I think I was in a meeting with the Chief of Defense Staff one time, and I just told him there is no love. When you be Korofo, that's when you were a younger officer.
Recruit.
The things that you complained about, now that you're a leader, is still existent.
Jesus Christ. Hey.
That means there is no love inside first. But that's my own understanding. If there's supposed to be a solution, if then go by exactly waiting police, when I grew up, police had the mechanic shop in Obalende that was functional, with police officers that read mechanical engineering working as mechanics.
I remember that.
And the cooperative was right next door. So we'll go and drop like cars in the, but there's a fuel dump in Obalende for the police. I saw it function. So in a way,
But now you go drop money for fuel.
no, the thing self go. The thing I be like, it just be like statue of King Leopold.
You had to go there.
It's just right there because it's just sucking our blood, right? So the issue has always been individuals who I think they are going to join a circle of intentional purpose to destroy the people. That's the only way I see it. It doesn't make sense that I grew up. Now they will look at me as barrack boy with difference. But I grew up being able to cross over the canal. You see the police workshop where engineers are there. They're fixing cars, even tanks. You know, all those, it was happening. There was Falomore Hospital that was quite functional to some extent. Then all of a sudden today, that they break barrack, they give police 2 million naira, make you go find house. For which area?
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Me, I believe that the main solution to Nigerian problem across broad, be it education, policing, wealth redistribution.
But the thing now about these people that are there, like
That's
you said,
it.
move out. I don't know whether it's move out. To be honest, I don't want anybody to leave office because in my head, I don't know anybody that will
The
replace
policies
them.
of this country,
Right,
and
so
how we
I
invest
can't
our
say-
money.
I can't say I want this guy to get out because I don't know. I don't think I know somebody that will replace the person. However, I shall know. Say people where they run them. If you go by just the simple office that you hold, I don't want to do too much conversation with you, bro. Wait to be your office, welfare officer. How far the welfare of the officers, bro?
As
Like,
simple as that.
Makati Barracks, I signed an autograph on the wall when I was in junior secondary school saying that I will become famous. It still did it.
There are no paints.
Exactly. When I went to the barracks, somebody was running for office who also didn't do what he said he was going to do. My first time ever. So I sat there in the barracks and the guy asked them for barracks, say, what thing they want? One woman thought say they want interlocking tiles.
Ah!
Wow.
Now that was the first time I spoke. Excuse me, after and I get water. No, bros, do water. I mean, interlock it. You don't want me barrack fine, but maybe you don't uncomfortable. I'm gonna do water. He still not run the water till today.
If I do the tile,
I mean,
The woman
you
wey
die.
dey
yes, so even at that if I do. But so in my head, the people that are running the welfare of things, there is no moderation in Nigeria. You can just go and do whatever you want to do. Nothing is being moderated. So it's a whole system thing that I can't tell that this is a solution. I can tell you a radical approach, but yeah.
Make it not
Bro.
involve bloodshed.
bro.
No,
No,
like,
it's
I
not
just
blood-
feel,
There's something
no
you
bloodshed.
raised
I just feel like
that I just want to touch on very briefly.
Yeah.
Nigeria is an ecosystem of failure.
Ah,
We're talking about the...
ah, is that not too much?
No. You were talking about the police. I'll give you a story in Abuja. Right now, Abuja is one of the least safe places in Lagos.
Omo, so they tell me,
The Federal Capital
I was
Territory.
there last
Now,
weekend.
let me tell
Omo,
you a
everybody
story.
dey roll
Let me
with
tell you a
police.
story. Somebody brought something to my table. There's a certain church that is built on land that was meant for police barracks. And people will go there to pray to God to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
That is Nigeria in a nutshell.
And imagine a man of God depriving people
God of man.
of such a service.
But na person.
But
was the person aware? Was the person
But he
aware?
self accept.
Was the pastor
no,
aware?
Why would
no
he
be
be
Bible
aware?
in the use
Why
claim
would they be
that
aware
place.
now?
How you go sit
Wetin
down on
Bible
top
talk
land
about that
wey be
kind
police
movement?
land and you no go know say na police
You go know
land?
now, they go don't come
Bros.
meet you now. You say go they show power.
Pastor Chris, even speaking about church, I want to share this with you because in my head, I feel like a lot of
Pastor Chris
Nigerians.
K.
I see Pastor Chris. Daddy Freeze. No verse. Epa.
Now hip hop
I
they
didn't
do
want
so
to- I
because
didn't
it
want to-
rhyme. Pastor Freeze, daddy.
Daddy Freeze.
Pastor Chris.
There's something that came to my mind that I genuinely feel like, especially Christians in Nigeria, are being ignorant intentionally about. I asked this question: when then they put crown of thorn for Jesus, said he fight? You know fight. When they give him cross to carry, he fight. You know fight. When them pick Barabbas over him for court of public opinion, he fight. You know fight. So Jesus not really fight, Abi, except for once.
When they were trading in the temple.
Which church then they do business today?
Hey!
I always say that, people, all Christians, when people come preach to me, now two things that they tell them. I say, first of all,
Who they come preach to you?
they try. They try their best.
So, Daddy Freeze, that question is a genuine one.
That's
to me.
light you just shown right there.
Jesus fought against trading in the
Pastor
place of
Jeremiah,
prayer.
watch this episode
Right?
finish.
Then all of a sudden, you go church, you are doing buying and selling. The one thing
Vector.
that history
I know
holds.
they.
No, you know they waiting about you.
Pastor Jeremiah, they sue for this talk where they talk.
Who's Pastor Jeremiah?
Okay, continue.
I don't know Pastor Jeremiah now. Maybe I'll ask VDM.
Continue.
So I asked that question because in my head, it's so the people, they choose to follow the lie. And what Christ, bro, a good example again, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Nobody ever tells you the full sentence.
Tell us, please.
And to God, what is God?
But say when we did streets, they use give unto Caesar what is Caesar to take wrong matter.
Yes.
Say even Bible self talk and say you give unto Caesar. But he also said give unto God what is God. And before that statement, Jesus said, I see you set a trap with this question. They try set them up and then they catch them when you talk about giving unto Caesar. And the argument of Caesar is I say if this coin na Caesar head there, that means na and who get them na him. The system when they talk about na him get them.
Give him in system.
Give him in tin now, but no forget whilst you they give him in tin to give God in own.
In fact, that was one of Jesus Christ's most revolutionary statements. Say to remove the people of God from the power of Caesar. But people always talk it as money.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not about the money. It's that to remove yourself. Give them this thing that they've brought to buy you. Give them.
And
never
it's
think
because
and I serve man so.
they don't whine people say you must not question anything. But I ask, the activity of logic, is it not God that puts it in man?
Thank you.
So what do you mean by I cannot logically ask questions? Where you can actually prove is God's word is when even logic cannot defy it. But there is a logical approach to everything. It doesn't, even your spirituality, now logic they take analyze them. It doesn't exist in logic. We analyze it by logic. So what do you mean that you cannot question something you read? Whereas God gave you the capacity to be able to question things that feel like lies to you. There is a reason why you have that functionality as a human being. But when you are worshiping, they tell you don't die down one and just believe in the miraculous existence. Okay. Right now, the Pharisees are winning.
Absolutely.
Everywhere.
When Thomas did not believe Christ resurrected, he said, until I put my hand, John chapter 20, inside the hole, and I touch the wound on his side, I will not believe. What did Christ do? He said, here's my hand.
You walking.
Here's my.
You say, how dare you?
Die, they do miracle. They never resurrect anybody where we know wake by.
If by COVID, they unlock Jerusalem. They unlock Mecca for COVID.
They lock Vatican.
They lock Vatican where God power day. What's that river that is supposed to be healing everybody if you enter it? One sea.
River Jordan.
Dead Sea or something.
Dead Sea.
Yeah.
You know COVID person go enter Ramo.
But NHS was open.
Hospital open, no, my
And boss, you heard me. Now Agbo help me throughout.
Me, I didn't catch COVID because I was a Pan-African.
I'm surprised.
Based on my Pan-African,
God made herbs. So
based on my
Yeah, I wear two
Pan-African aura, COVID just stayed away from me. But then we now got the African COVID, Omicron, in South Africa. So as soon as the African COVID came, he caught me. Immediately. I caught Omicron. I go South Africa. That week, the week they announced I'm going to go at this side club. Because they I say,
Talking about
I say COVID was just clapping for me. They say, don't worry.
go come.
But all the normal COVID, Delta, block, COVID-1, block. But that African COVID, he did with me. Say, we are together. I know you. He enter.
speaking about Pan-Africanism now. Make I ask one question because in Ghana, in South Africa, we don't they see some kind things. And I know that you have spoken severally about it, about the gap and the fact say people know they educated, because I no go believe say person when no say he get the point where Africans together to a considerable degree, fight to say, leave our brothers, make we dey safe. Even if some they extort us to do them, you will come reach now, you will come tell person, say, go back to where you are from. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. We have seen videos of people locking up shops of Nigerian traders in some parts of Ghana.
Sorry there.
In South Africa, this one don't turn constant. Where we say we even the fear say if we beat them for their country, for that qualifiers, some people feel vex, cause problem. I want to ask, what do you think is responsible for this? That even we as Africans that are supposed to be brothers and sisters, when they look at ourselves, say we resemble, it can't be like say we hate each other and we are always at each other's throats.
It's just the way, if you look at American politics, UK politics, European politics, it is easy for the leaders of the country to blame their economic failures on the immigrants. All over the world now, the immigrants is the problem of every country. America, immigrants. In UK, immigrants. France, immigrants. It is not the problem it is not the billionaires in that country being greedy. We are lucky that in this country, nobody is moving to Nigeria because not only are we full everywhere, we are full of the suffer. There's no space for you to even come and suffer. Not only have we filled the enjoyment, we have filled all the suffer.
Slots no day.
No slots. You can't come and enjoy. You can't come and suffer. Not lie. We are everywhere. So you can't see anybody moving to Nigeria. When people are moving to Nigeria, what we see like say we leave some suffer for some people. We don't cover all the suffer. Not because Ghana must go.
Ghana must go.
We too blame them straight on immigrants. So we don't already pursue all our own. We don't have anybody to pursue again.
Now ourselves we dey pursue.
So now we are the immigrants.
Nigeria must go.
And in every country, it is the billionaires of these countries, the rich, that are sponsoring this thing, that are lying to their people, instead of telling them the truth, that they are the ones shortchanging them with the economic policies of those countries. The Ghanaian politicians, the South African politicians are lying to their people. That is the foreigners. In the South African case, it's even worse because the foreigners, they're actually telling the truth. That it is foreigners that have taken all their wealth, but they are pointing them in the direction of the wrong foreigners.
Wrong foreigners now. Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and Nigeria, they pursue. Meanwhile, the one when
they see, say, they don't born you
well. Slave masters.
They don't born you well for that side because they don't have the political backing. If they try that one, they will bring police and soldiers outside against them. They are leaders. So the one that the leaders they tell them, say that these are the immigrant. So we can't blame the people. We must understand for Africa, say they are our ruling class all over the continent are against the people, be it in Nigeria, in Ghana, anywhere. And we should not allow their rhetoric
to become ours.
Become our own. To become our... See, if there was no Nigeria versus Ghana in the first place, there's a spirit they put in all. Even in Nigeria, we are against each other. We are divided. There's no story of unison. The elders, the ruling class, they don't invest any money. Unity is not free. Unity of purpose is not cheap. The countries that project it, they pay serious money for that thing, so you to be looking at it that way. If you go to England, it's called United Kingdom. My brother, they are not united.
In any way or form.
There's no unity, but they don't brand down. They pay money. The army they have to protect that brand. United Kingdom, say, do you think the Scottish man likes the English man?
Not at all. Not at all.
Or the Irish likes the English? Have you heard of IRA?
That one even worse.
The Irish Revolutionary Army.
That year.
You know that.
And what did they use? They
nobody
fight.
do Boko reach them.
Molotov cocktail come popular now. You fit carry gun, they come.
Me, I go.
You know, say you go kill him.
He go hold petrol inside bottle.
Inside bottle.
With rope, you don't light a fire. As they shoot, they throw. Me, I die, you born. We are together here.
And he went on for years. Years.
not be late 90s, the end IRA finally put down arms. Late 90s, Abi? 90s now. The fight entered 90s. Against the English in that same country.
Turn to political parties.
Just as we have now.
Tomorrow.
But the British elders, ruling class, were not busy demonizing and entrenching it. They were constantly looking for what? Resolutions.
But our guys here, their children, they marry each other now.
Because for them, it is not for them. See, you see, rights. You see, it's not. The rich don't care about human rights. So, rich man don't need human rights. You think human rights was created for rich people? That's why the rich of the world are encouraging us to erode our rights, to mistake minor inconvenience as human rights violation, so that we negate and diminish what our rights mean. You think? Wait, do you think Elon Musk need freedom of speech? He owns Twitter.
True that.
Why does he need freedom of speech?
True that.
He is speeching. Do you think what
He
freedom?
owns speech.
He's freely speeching.
What? Tell me what. Jeff Bezos. Do you think he needs freedom of movement? You want to before you reach indoor to enter, you don't enter helicopter. Don't reach in private airfield. In fact, John Travolta's plane. That one plane is parked
Inside his house.
Inside his house. The way his bedroom is set up.
747.
747 big. The way it is set up in his bedroom, in bedroom be like that gate where you go walk out when you enter plane. I they tell you. So from his room, he flies everywhere. He flies himself. So imagine you trying to say, John Travolta, I give you coffee, you don't go anywhere. if he doesn't want to go, it's not because you told him not to go. It's because himself just want rest for hours.
747 day in house.
Yes, no. He has more than one plane in his house.
No, okay.
You know.
Okay, speaking about billionaires, right?
Thank you.
Okay, so there's this. Actually, I'll put it.
Call his name. Oh, there's a billionaire.
So lots of people, they believe that Otedola shouldn't be writing a book and advising the poor people on how to navigate, making it big and navigating life, right? Because he's clearly a Nepo baby and not a Lapo baby. So what's
a Lapo baby?
Lapo na picking when them borrow na.
We no privilege. No privilege.
Let's access to
Nepo. Wait, Nepo is nepotism. Lapo is what?
Lack of access to privilege and opportunities.
Nigerians, are you even say I should not be happy I'm in Nigeria? So I'll just be in this world now. That's why I'm just for this one. I don't know the meaning of Gabriel. I don't know the meaning of Agege. I'll just be in the world, just living life. I don't know that Lapo exists. And you think you're alive.
Because you're a Nepo baby.
You're a Nepo baby, so you can't relate.
That's why you can't relate.
I'm a Nepo baby for sure. I don't even argue.
So, like, they believe that you shouldn't be writing or giving advice to
poor people.
To poor people
because he doesn't know our experience.
Exactly,
I don't think it's book for poor people.
It's 25,000 now. It's for poor people.
Which poor person can buy 25,000 naira?
Wait, so you for Nigeria now, you may say you know poor person, we go count
have you bought it? Wait,
go buy it.
Wait.
He's not Lapo.
Have you bought?
I reject that.
Serious Lapo.
Have you bought?
Lapo, Lapo.
Have you bought a copy?
No, I haven't bought a copy.
Have you bought a copy?
Not yet.
Have you bought a copy?
I will never buy
I know
a
you have
copy.
bought a copy.
I've seen some lines though.
Have you bought a copy?
No, I haven't.
I have not bought a copy. The rich man here.
No, I want to know.
I want you to understand. He's not talking
You read
to.
and tell me.
He's not talking
I've
to
seen
we the
some
poor.
lines.
He's not talking to we the poor. The part of the book I saw. I was thinking I was going to read the book, but the part of the book I saw was talking about printer, and then he was fascinated by ink on paper. I was like, man, this motivation is beyond me. You know, like this one is too much ink on paper. The way fax machine come out of fax, all those things. Wow. This is beyond. Davis will say, this is beyond me. So I just like, okay, this book is not for me. You read some books, like, I mean, generally, I don't read self-help. I don't read self-help. I don't read motivational books. All those books. I believe that they are like the new priests, all these life coach. They are the new pastors and imams. But they are so lazy they don't want to open church. They just use all the same style of church and mosque, but without the obligation of church and of pastor.
Oh my God, guy be life coach. You go like this. Oshe, don't give me points. How can I say Oshe? Pastor at Annex.
I won't go the So I don't know. I mean, VC
About
the book.
The book.
Billionaire writing to
I'm sure you must
help
have seen
poor
it.
people.
Definitely.
Bro, do you know how many books I've read in my life? And I'll now sit down and read. It's just like people that watch reality TV show. So I'm going to develop interest in reading about someone else's life. It's not because I don't care about that so much, but like me, I'll go buy person books. My life every day is book enough.
I would like them to actually,
Like
these people control so much in our country. They should invest their children back to the country. In terms of when I say that, I mean like, many of the people ruling this country that are in control, and it's just about $10.
you see why I know they read book. I see it,
Invest their children.
Yes, now listen. Why are they laugh
Are you
now?
talking about sacrificing their children?
I didn't say sacrifice. Because at the end of mind they go African
Daddy
people.
Freeze, in Nigeria, every sense is sacrificing.
I said, yes, but in a way, it's a sacrifice for the nation. I mean, invest them back in the country, meaning all these politicians and all these big men today, they don't go to Cambridge, Oxford, Yale. Nobody's coming back to renovate.
Wike's children are here with him.
I know, but they're not advancing any industry. Wike, for example, is from Port Harcourt. I believe, bring one child that will just,
Outside flyover.
what is this word? Magically
flyover.
change
Don't
the
talk anything
petrochemical
about
industry in Nigeria.
Nothing.
Na flyover.
If you are in the food business, your child should be bringing some ideas to revolutionize the agricultural industry in Nigeria.
True that.
I don't see how you are invested in one part of the nation that has given you all the wealth that you have, but you've not inspired the people in your house enough to want to follow in your footstep. I think that's the most important.
But they
One
have
people in
their
your
own-
house are following in your footstep.
But the book is not going to inspire everybody that reads it.
But you know,
They live on
Seun,
25.
The rest of us don't need
Seun,
just
there's
feel like
one
we have-
man who actually did all these things you're talking about.
who.
Afe Babalola. And let me explain to you. He went to school abroad, made a lot of money, owns property abroad, sold everything. I think he left just one house and brought it to his village in Ado-Ekiti and built a university that has a multi-purpose health center where my father did open heart surgery in Ekiti State. So there are one or two people who are actually building this country. He sold everything he had and developed his village. If we have 10 people that do that in Nigeria today, we'll not be here.
As I said, I'm not saying good people don't exist in Nigeria. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my father is in Nigeria. So, and I'm a Nigerian.
Abi.
So I mean, I'm not saying that there are not people with awesome ideas, but at the same time, I'll repeat, we must see them inspiring those closest to them to want to be like them first before trying to inspire all of us. Be it by book, be it by advert, be it by interview, be it by... Charity begins at home. I see many of our priests, their children don't want to be priests. I see many of our politicians, their children don't want to be politicians. They want to be playboys. They're not invested, they're not serving in any capacity. They're not serving the country. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not be only for elected position you can serve your country.
Now, you will go Cambridge, go Yale, go Oxford.
All this one that they
everywhere.
learn, none of them picking don't even say I'll be lecturer for one university. I'm teaching. I'm serving in some capacity in this country that is. And my own is that in all these great people and the industries that they control in Nigeria, we just don't see the development there. In that industry, invest yourself. I mean, I don't understand. How does something grow without investment? Now when they talk about trailer killing people for 2025, because there's no investment in the haulage, just extraction of the wealth that it brings. That's all. And that's why they build road for us, and then they put mark. Build road, they go put mark, because now for trailer.
I guess honestly, that book share is for people that is for. To be honest.
Yeah, I think it's for the rich.
Anybody
The
can
Fizz
write
has
a
bought
book.
it.
Anybody can write.
It's
a book
for the
and do
rich.
whatever.
It is for the rich. I ask everybody here. I ask everybody first.
You know why I bought it?
Don't worry.
Yes,
Because I believe that one day we'll have
afford it.
Femi Otedola here and I'll ask him things from the book.
You explain. Tires.
By the
You
special
explain.
So Uncle
Tires.
Femi, we're expecting you on Honest Bunch.
Yes.
Yes, and I read your book, so
So why did you write this in the book?
In chapter 1.
Agbanya
I saw
Dale.
the future.
Agbanya Dale.
I mean,
Interesting.
I still stand on my initial point. The book is for the rich.
Okay.
And that's why the rich man here has bought it.
Let's talk about something that is for everybody. Let's talk about the project, Big Bird and the Viper. Woo! First, a round of applause, please. Because it's not easy. Say, talent go decide. Say, let's work together. Let's collaborate and bring something great. On the individual level, it's already a lot. Coming together to collaborate is too much.
A blast.
So, what inspired that decision to say, let's work together?
Brotherhood.
Both effect.
Alignment.
Not the Nigerian brotherhood, though. Because we're on Honest Bunch. This is where brotherhood started. If I remember my history of Nigeria correctly, brotherhood started in this room here. So we mean brotherhood from before Honest Bunch. Yeah, I think that's because Vector and I, we kind of built a really strong relationship. We don't almost become family. We are godfathering each other's kids. But me, I never born rich Vector, so I never get picking to give her to godfather yet. But he don't get after we meet, so he don't godfather me. So I need to retaliate.
You go try me, you.
I know I'm on
Chef,
it.
we waiting.
I'm on it.
Problem.
I'm on it. I'll produce you, Godfather. Don't worry.
Now you said it's here.
Yeah, I'm on it. Let me get on that job.
Yeah.
I won't finish my house first. Kids are expensive, bro.
Tell me.
telling me?
God damn.
I got 7.
No.
You're a rich
Hey,
man.
rich man.
No, let's go back to this talent.
Me, I've always wanted to make a hip hop album. In fact, the first demo I ever shipped around for myself as an artist was a hip hop project.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. I shipped it around, and it was kind of getting traction here. I was about to walk and release an album with my friends. We're all in a group with Shanks. Who remember Shanks? Julie. So Shanks was my partner in our group. We're a 2-man, So, but then I got my contract for Seun Kuti, for my stuff also, because I was still doing my Afro beats with the band. We're still playing, but I was shopping my demo. Anyway, that's past. We are here now. So Vector knows, I've always had that. And since Vector now my guy, anytime I just get some of those vibe of hip hop in my mind, I'll just send them, say, Vector, fuck you, bro. Because this guy is cocky as fuck, It's not easy to be his friend, I'm telling you, motherfuckers. This guy, yo, Vector, listen to this shit. I'll talk the line. Of course, this line is fire. But because he didn't come up with it, he won't even first of all reply. He will just leave it on red. Now me come and say, you know that I said it just now. He was yeah, I see. Nigga man, come off it.
Sure, please.
No, but it's true. But we had agreed that we're going to do a project.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this idea for ops. So it was the first time I now sent him the voice note, enter my see my ups. I was gonna fuck shit up. Nigga pop. This shit don't stop.
Don't tell me he read it. He left that on red. That would be nice. He can't.
Because now he couldn't. Because
can't.
he put there was no excuse. For the first time in how many years of friendship, this motherfucker finally said, Yo, that's a right shit.
Now why you talk couldn't like Netflix? He couldn't.
So as soon as that was basically the beginning of the idea. We called JMK. He made the beat. As soon as we did that first song, let's say it took us like 1 month to do all the songs on the project.
Definitely.
But then it took
all the songs.
Yeah.
but then it took us time to mix and master and ship it around and get all our features. But yeah, it was just like as soon as we started, we don't start. We did one track. One day he was in a place with the producer. I went to see him there with a friend. We're just smoking. The other track, The Matter. Mm-hmm. And Vector he had the beat like
So Vector
From
smokes.
no. I said we were just. I didn't say
Okay,
Vector and I. We.
Sorry, I'm just.
I went to meet Vector. I was my guys. Snake the smoky go.
Yeah, so.
Don't hear. FIFA and Igbo. Share like football.
I like FIFA me come out.
Show like football. Maybe you like football.
FIFA was part of me money.
Footballers lawa. Footballers lawa.
They get me for mind.
Footballers lawa. FIFA yen
The
lawa.
land is green. It's green.
Go be green feed. Football. FIFA.
So you lay
FIFA
down.
ni. FIFA ni.
No, we lay tracks on it.
You lay tracks on
On the
Listen.
grass.
So then we did that was the next track that we did, and then we had all this. We had the other tracks: Higher Consciousness, African Dreams, Badman Lighter.
It just hit me.
Mami Water remix with
No,
Made.
sorry. I just he said something. It just hit me now. We laid
Welcome,
tracks
baby.
on it, like track on a
Yeah,
field.
Yeah.
Vector. You didn't know it immediately. Now so just using them. Okay.
and you collect double promotion.
Okay. What's that? Okay. No
This
wahala.
Nigeria, things don't add up in this country. Let me just tell you, things don't come up black. Things don't add up.
Shell 1, Zini 0. No problem.
No.
Let's move on. No.
I see. We might not be surprised to find out that your uncle, your aunt
No.
owns the school.
No.
Auntie, move.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
There was no nepo.
No.
There was no.
No.
Serious brain.
Anyway,
Anyway.
that was how we came up did this whole project, but it's been years coming.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we talk about the features.
Yes,
People
I
have
was
on
going
it.
to ask about the features because two of una alone and I know say the people when go feature go be, so it will be interesting to know those that had the honor.
So there's Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa, is he Ghanaian?
Ghanaian.
Well, he's
For
Chicago.
by way of
yes.
Chicago.
Yes, by way of Chicago.
People don't know Vic Mensa, and you're a Gen Z.
You
didn't put-
don't attack me now. Let's continue.
Oh,
this.
Jesus.
Oh, really? You
This one I
see
thought-
life? You
this
see
one I
when they
thought
carry
Gen
cup
Z.
here, you better
Okay,
smile.
so show the
See when they attack me here, you just say they giggle.
This one and then Lil
Okay,
Dog
nice
Gen
one.
Z, Lil Uzi
Lil
Vert,
Dog.
this one.
Hey, a little that one not in jail.
That's why she
He's
ducked
in jail,
to
yeah.
My life.
All my life.
Baby. I know that. I like that song. Go.
So there's Talib Kweli.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, we have to.
That's my genre.
Yeah, that's you right there.
Baba.
We have
How do you go
we have
feel
him
that
on
one?
2 records.
We have him on two
Oh, wow.
songs.
On 2 songs, then Odumodu Black.
Big color.
That's royalty.
I go daga.
Then
color.
Made Kuti.
Oh.
Family.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Basically, we picked everybody that would not charge us money to be on the record.
So it was a business move. Did you read
Odumodu did not
Otedolas
charge.
book?
Odumodu will charge me money. Me. Go and look at my Instagram page before any of you.
Mm.
Now me I already push Odumodu. That's when they say you back a winning horse. That gambling thing. My number enter. When they say interesting number enter.
Wow.
So which company? Calabet.
No.
ODB.
One AK-47 bed. One AK-47 bed. That I use for this one, bro.
So they did not charge.
No, ODB is like a bruv to me, man. I mean, even before he blew, me, I don't dey ODB back. Don't they push him? Don't they announce him to the world as the next big thing?
There's actually a circle of artists that just share art too.
Yeah, man.
In Nigeria.
Yeah. Like, how many people may I want to, like, so for example, someone go do it to the model, how I want to take charge.
If I charge you, I don't really want to be on your record.
Yeah.
And if you pay me, now you offer. So if I'm on
So
your
you don't
record,
reject.
I will not. If you give me, I will take it. I won't tell you could have gotten it for free.
Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
2 of my friends have paid me like that. And I took their money. And I was saying to my mind, look at these motherfuckers. They could have gotten this shit for free.
No.
But I just laughed my Matching I come in for the say, I'll give 1.5 that time.
They were.
Oh, now come here. We cannot talk in it because Matthew wasn't the artist. But I don't want to say the artist. Matthew paid me. He sent Matthew to me with money. I said, okay, bring it. Tell him I'm coming.
Yeah.
The other one, let me not say his name because it was direct. Just say, Baba, how many did this? Just take B. The only person who saw G was Fireboy. That boy in a thief.
Oh, no, take more.
Oko money. What about the funny look? What the funny for? He just show, we do Mogbe. He just played me ecstasy. I was like, dope jam, let's do it. We just did it. Which other Brainy too, when I did his own track. A few tracks I've done, like almost everybody. I don't charge. But if you offer me, I'll take.
Yeah.
Wow. This is really nice. The first time I hear this thing.
Now to foster collaboration properly now, because if money day, you are most likely moved to just maybe do something, most likely.
No, and if I've paid me and I don't like this song, I cannot say I'm not doing it again.
That type
after you play it to me. I cannot be like, yo, I like it's dope. It just ain't me.
Yeah.
You know.
And also lets me now, if up and coming saying matter, no, like I'm a few times say, no, I'm not feeling it. You know, but if
they've paid,
money, go come be like, say, do you have any other song? You know, and all those things are part of the energy for future with the spoil things. Like it should be genuinely an artist that respects another artist that is willing to get on a record with each other.
If not, they won't show up for the video shoot.
Like we've left even you.
I know there for that one. I know what you do.
Come on, what am I doing?
I know they there.
What did I do?
Just have a lot of followers.
Yes.
John Bellion featured. I think the song is Luxury. The babe that sang in that record, I think she only had like 4,000 followers on Twitter. And she was on a record with John Bellion.
Wow.
Right? That level of artistic collaboration or just human collaboration, they don't price them out of reality. So it's more so, let me get money so that I can pay whatever it is. But then you not send me trash. I know it's trash, but since trash is applicable in the society, it can be passable trash. As long as it comes with cash, right?
Yeah.
So when is this project out?
On the 19th.
September 19th.
Are we getting a listening party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're invited, right?
Yeah, we should have done this since, but Seun Kuti took Big Bird on tour. So
Okay.
So now Big Bird is back to do his due diligence.
And left Seun Kuti there.
Interesting. I mean, we look forward to that. And I hope that, as many people who enjoy artistry, creativity, and genuine collaboration, I mean, it's heartwarming to just hear that for the love of art, you can actually do it. Make it not be about money.
So me too, all the people that I feature, even on my album, I don't think I can pay them. I think I can pay Lenny Kravitz to produce album.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Lenny Kravitz?
You know pay him?
No.
He must like you, or he must...
May I sell my property, Conde for streets? Because
Lenny Kravitz.
Scarlos, everybody, Black Thor that we have worked with, I've never given anybody any money because that is an exchange of art. Like they are artists. Like
that's mad though.
They want to experience that, exchange. Because when they work with you, they hear your sound, it adds to them, and they also give you something from their own skill as well. I think that kind of cultural exchange is also like part of the reason why I enjoy what I do,
Interesting. I mean, and to just hear people that you have worked with, people you're working with, it's really very, very, it's inspiring. We wish you both the very best. No need to even the wish best, because best they follow now will be the best. But we hope that with this project, as many young people who listen to it will be inspired, they would attain a certain level of consciousness, and importantly, they would go on to impact society. Because to some people, they just go enter here, come off for here. But we hope that this would resonate in their hearts, and we go fish one for our actions.
Of course.
Both of you are, and so many other people are messengers, preachers, poets, people who use your voice to inspire people, encourage them to be better, and most importantly, to function properly in our society. I don't want to use my mouth to talk bad thing about our society, but hopefully we're definitely going to get there. So if you are fortunate to watch this episode up until now, congratulations to you, because you have just completed a course in the University of Consciousness. Wear gown, go outside, snap picture because you don't graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Big Ben and the Viper! Thank you so much.